Hi everybody. In this video, we're going to work through a past exam question on geometric sequences and series. So I encourage you to read through this question and then try and work out part A and part B. We'll go through each of them and then we'll try question C. You can pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so I'll come back if you had a go. So we know for a geometric sequence, the first term will be A, and then we'll multiply that by the common ratio. So we get the second term, which is AR. And then we multiply this by the common ratio, and we get the third term as AR squared. So we keep multiplying the previous term by the common ratio to get the next term. And this would carry on depending on the number of terms in the sequence. So for our first term, we have A. For the second term, we've got AR, and then you can see the pattern. So the nth term of a geometric sequence will be A multiplied by R to the power of n minus 1. And we can use this in this question. We're told that the third term is 20, so the third term will be AR squared. And the fifth term, AR to the power of 4, we're told is 12.8. We need to work out that R is 0.8 and then to find the value of A. So what we can do, if we divide the fifth term by the third term, this will be the same as the 12.8 divided by the 20. Now what will happen is these A's will cancel, and R to the 4 divided by R squared will give us R squared. And this will equal 12.8 divided by 20, which is 16 over 25. Now we can work out R, we can square root both sides, so R will equal plus or minus 4 over 5. But we're told in the question that R is greater than 0, so R must be equal to positive 4 over 5, or 0.8. And if R is 0.8, we can substitute that back into either of these to work out the value of A. So if we use AR squared, then A multiplied by R squared, which we know is 16 over 25, will give us 20. So 16A will move the 25 over to the right-hand side, we'll get 500. So therefore, A must equal 500 over 16, 31.25. So we've got A and we've got R. So now do you want to try and work out part C? Again, you can pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so welcome back. For part C, we're told that the sum of the first n terms is greater than 156. So Sn is greater than 156. And we know that Sn is A multiplied by 1 minus r to the n over 1 minus r. If you're not sure where this comes from, I'll leave a link in the description below. Now, if we substitute in the value of A and the value of r, then 31.25 multiplied by 1 minus 0.8 to the n over 1 minus r, which is 0.2, this must be greater than the 156. Now what we can do is we can move this 0.2 over to the right-hand side, so we get greater than 31.2, and then we can divide both sides by the 31.25. So 1 minus 0.8 to the n must be greater than 0.9984. Now we can move this term to the right-hand side to make it positive, and we'll move this over to the left-hand side. So we get 0.0016 is greater than 0.8 to the n. Now to work out n, we can take the log of both sides, and we can apply the power rule to bring this n down in front. And to work out n, we can divide both sides by the log of 0.8, but we know this is negative, so when you divide by the negative, we need to change the sign. So this becomes less than n. And we can work this out on our calculators, and we get 28.85 must be less than n. So n must be greater than 28.85. But we know that n has to be an integer. So the smallest possible value of n, where the sum of the first n terms is greater than 156, will give us n will equal 29. Okay?